Hello, this is a short video that I've put together showing how I clean and basically service an air-to-air mini-split heat pump that I installed in my property approximately 1 year ago. At the end of this video, for anyone that might be interested, I have shown some interesting energy usage results, comparing my energy usage in 2023 to my energy usage in 2024. Here we go. The first thing I do is ensure that the appliance is turned off. Then I gently lift the front cover until the stay or support clicks into place. When I'm happy the front cover is supported and it's not going to slam down, I remove the first filter. These filters are designed to easily be removed and to be removed regularly for cleaning. As you can see, these filters have trapped quite a lot of dust. I last cleaned these filters approximately 2 weeks ago. And that's quite a lot of dust considering it's just sucked the particles out of the air. This is probably the most important thing with these indoor units, is to make sure these filters are cleaned regularly. Otherwise it will impede the flow of air and obviously the performance of the appliance. So I just take the filter and give it a good clean with the vacuum. You can see here the difference after I've vacuumed it. It just goes to show how much stuff there is in the air. Once I've cleaned the front of the filter, I then go over the back of the filter just in case I've forced some particles through the mesh. If you haven't already, I wonder if you'd consider subscribing. It is free and it does give incentive to produce more content, and if you have subscribed already, thank you very much. When I'm happy that I've got all the dust off the filters, I gently pull down the flap on the indoor unit, and with this little blower I just blow all through the unit. I just want to dislodge any particles that might have got through the filter or dust that might have gathered in there. I don't really want to put the vacuum cleaner in there because that's a little bit bulky and cumbersome. When I'm happy, I just slide the filters back into place. This is a very DIY user-friendly process, because for the unit to work efficiently, I'd say this has to be done at least every 2 weeks, and perhaps every week if you've got the time and you remember to do it. On now to just checking the outdoor unit. Before removing the top cover of this outdoor unit, you must make sure that it's isolated from the electricity supply. As you can see here, this is not an ideal or textbook installation position. There are obstacles and obstructions at the front and to the side of this outdoor unit, potentially obstructing the airflow. To maximise the efficiency of the outdoor unit, there needs to be as much airflow around it as possible. Unfortunately, this is the best I can do. With hindsight, I could have perhaps repositioned the unit, but for now it is what it is. So this is what it looks like on the inside of the fan chamber, if you like, and behind the fan is basically the condensing coil or the heat exchanger, if you like. When I do this work, I try not to damage the fins on the condensing unit, as they are very delicate and can easily be bent or damaged. And these fins being bent or damaged could affect the efficiency of the unit. Once again, it's very important to isolate this unit from the electricity supply. I haven't shown it here, but I've actually unplugged it and disconnected it from the wall. Next, I use the blower to just blow the opposite direction through the heat exchanger or the condensing unit, and you can see the air is flowing right through it because the leaves behind are moving. So I know that it's clear and it looks clear, so I'm happy with that. There are more extreme ways of cleaning the condensing unit. For instance, a spray-on chemical can be applied that is designed to clean the condenser, and then rinse it with a garden hose. It's not recommended that anybody use a jet wash on these appliances. The use of a pressure washer or a jet wash could potentially seriously damage the fins on the condenser. Also, it's not desirable for the electronics and the electrical connections to get wet. When I'm happy with the cleaning and the inspection, I refit the top, making sure I refit all the screws and the top is fitted exactly the same way as when it came off. Once I've fitted the top back securely, I then get the blower and just give the surrounding area of the unit a quick blast with the blower just to move any loose debris. That's it really for the cleaning of the indoor and outdoor unit. And honestly, I do clean the filters on the indoor unit every 1 to 2 weeks, and the outdoor unit I just look at it every now and then to make sure there's nothing obvious obstructing the airflow. One of the problems that I do have is because my outdoor unit is by my front door, the delivery guys tend to stick the parcels behind it. That's why I've kind of made that DIY type frame to grow some ivy up so it kind of blocks it from them. Once it's all put back together, here's the unit. I'm just testing it. I've set the target temperature on the unit at 22 and the outside temperature is 7 degrees according to my wife's car. This thermometer is showing the temperature of the air as it leaves the indoor unit. As you can see, the maximum temperature that I can read on the thermometer is 57 degrees. So once I've taken the reading on the thermometer, I then go and check on the display for the smart meter. The display on the smart meter is showing 735 watts. This shows the amount of energy being used to achieve this output. Of course, there are other things using the energy as well, so there's a little bit of a margin for error on this reading. From this information, I can work out approximately the COP of the heat pump. So COP or COP stands for coefficient of performance. If you haven't done so already, I wonder if you'd consider subscribing. It is free and it helps give incentive to create more content. Thank you. So here you can see the output of the unit is 2637 watts and the energy input is 735 watts. So therefore 2637 divided by 735 is equal to 3.58. That means the coefficient of the heat pump at the moment, how it's performing at this moment, is 3.58. So that means that for every watt of energy that's put into the appliance, 3.8 watts is produced. Now obviously the COP can fluctuate depending on the outside temperature. In my opinion, that's pretty efficient. I think over the course of a year, the unit hasn't dropped below a COP of 3. Here you can see a graphic from my energy supplier showing my combined energy usage in 2023 and 2024. These grey markers show the energy usage in 2023. The gas is denoted by blue and the electricity is denoted by the brownish colour. I originally installed the heat pump to supplement or augment our existing gas central heating. So this graphic shows the usage differential in kilowatts. And this graphic here shows the exact usage graph, if you like, but this time in cost. The reason 2023's reading is lower in November is because I think we were on holiday at that time. These figures that you can see here are the month-by-month cost comparisons between the years 23 and 24. These are the same figures, but at the bottom I've totaled them to show the combined cost of my energy usage between 2023 and 2024. Now I know there's been some fluctuation in the cost of the energy and the use of the energy, but even if our saving was half this amount, I think you'd agree that it's quite a substantial saving. And if you're wondering how the heat pump has actually saved us money, what the heat pump has actually done is influenced the thermostat on our gas central heating, turning it off when the room reaches temperature, obviously, and therefore reducing our gas consumption. But also, I've found that we don't have to have the boiler or the gas central heating to come on 2 hours before we actually want the rooms to be warm, because the heat pump eliminates that warm-up time because it's instantaneous, or more or less instantaneous. So therefore, the rooms start getting up to temperature pretty quickly. So changing our behaviour has really cut down our gas consumption. So to sum up, was it worth it? Considering the financial savings that we've made and the increased level of comfort that we have in our property now, I think most definitely the juice was worth the squeeze. And I think most men will agree that a warm wife is a happy wife. So that's a double bonus. So that's it. Happy New Year to everybody, and thank you for subscribing.